to Madam Fix-It right here on WESN. As always, the show is interactive, so you can call those numbers on the screen as listed there for you, 628-4578 and 623-9376, or you can send us a WhatsApp at 366-9376. I've been getting some calls on the WhatsApp number. We wouldn't be able to answer those calls during the course of the show. Actually, somebody's trying to call right now, so if you're listening, please you can reach us at those other two numbers listed, 628-4578 and 623-9376. Some updates really quickly before we get into the new issues that was texted in this morning. Two persons would have reached out to us on Monday with regards to some open manholes in several areas. One in the, I believe, Five Rivers Range Road, Eastern Main Road, Mount Hope, and by the Mount Door Lights opposite the Saran Sampath Hardware. To that person that had reached out to us, I did try to contact the corporation. A couple different extensions I tried. I was unsuccessful. I will be sending them an email. Hopefully they see it and respond to it. I would still try to call again later on today, as well as, so that's the update with regards to that one. The other one was a resident from Jasper Avenue, Diego Martin, Diamond Vale. I hope I said that correctly. They've been having that same issue. There's an open manhole in that specific area for about 5 months now. They've been trying to get some feedback from the corporation. I did call the corporation this morning. I spoke to the corporate secretary, and he told me that I would need to send an email, which I did after the conversation I had with him on the phone, but he indicated that there's a process. They would need to take it to some meetings, etc., to get it approved, because they don't have those manhole covers at the corporation, so they're going to have to find the funding for it. So that's the update with regards to that. I hope this gets fixed, because this is just one open manhole as opposed to the other issue, which I'm still trying to get some feedback for in the Mount Hope area, sorry. That is several, and we would have seen the photos here on the show. On Monday, I would have highlighted that they said the person sent us several photos with open manholes in that specific area. So I'm not sure what's going to be the case there. Hopefully, I mean, all these corporations complain about funding, etc. So as soon as I have an update, I will give those updates to you. But we have some interviews coming up really shortly. Some persons that has had some issues that was fixed. So we're going to be talking to them in a short bit, as well as some other issues that was called in. Someone would have texted me some time ago. Let me see. This is back in July. Hold on. Yes, July 26th, they had an issue with NIS. I did reach out to NIS for you guys, all of you that had called us with problems with NIB. They did indicate to me that they would be contacting you guys directly. If you had reached out to us previously and you were having issues with NIS, please send me a text message. Let me know if NIB ever contacted you or what's the case. This person indicated that they're yet to hear anything from NIB. But definitely they will be contacting you, the customers, directly. So that's the update with regards to that. We have some updates as well from WASA. They had some works they were doing over the past couple of days. I believe yesterday there was, they started some works in Northeast Trinidad and Tobago, a transmission pipeline that was leaking. They were doing some works in that area. Those works started on Tuesday, and it will be completed on Friday. There are several areas that are affected. There's an advisory. I'm not sure we have a picture, if you guys can see it up on the screen there. But there are several areas that are affected. So you're advised that although they may finish the works on Friday, it may take up to 48 hours for your regularized supply of water to return. All right, so we have a caller on the line, and this person would have reached out to us with regards to an issue with WASA. We had spoken to them earlier on this week as well as last week. They've been trying to get water. Good day, how are you doing? Hello? Hello? Hi, good day, how are you?
I'm good.
You sound much better than when we initially spoke.
Yes, water came yesterday about 4. Actually, it came about 5 in the morning, but not in my area. And later on, after 4, we're not getting water in the taps.
Perfect. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that.
Happy too.
Yeah, so thanks so much for the updates. And I know you had reached out to us sometime earlier on this year, an issue that was a leaking line. I'm not sure if the viewers would remember, but there was a line leaking. That was on Dock Road, Port of Spain, right?
Yes, that problem is solved too.
Right, excellent. So I'm happy to hear that. WASA, thank you so very much for attending to these several situations that you helped us rectify. So I need to make special mention of those folks there. However, please, we are aware that there are other people waiting weeks for water. So if we could have those issues sorted as well, we'd appreciate it.
And I'm still waiting on the people from WASA to call to find out if I have water to drop water for me. They still haven't called. I made 1 or 2 requests afterwards.
Yeah.
And they haven't reached out to me to find out if I have water. They check on the system and they realize, okay, hey, this gentleman said send the small trucks. And up to now, still haven't sent anything.
Because I reached out to them. I tried calling them as well. I hope they can do something a little better about their way of communicating, hopefully, right? We can hope for the best. But nevertheless,
yeah, because if you're having a problem with the pump or the electrical, whatever the case may be, at least send a little truck-bound water for the people in the area.
Yeah.
Nothing.
In the meantime.
You cannot be buying water.
Exactly. And I know their first thing is that you're not supposed to buy water, but when you are in a position like that and you're left with no choice, that is exactly what you're going to have to end up doing.
Yes, and my bill is paid up to date. My WhatsApp bill.
All right, thanks so much for the updates and letting us know that you got water. I'm happy to hear that. You take care.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
A very young lady would like to speak to you concerning a problem that happened with TSTT.
Sure. No problem.
Okay, hold on, please.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to call you back.
No problem. No problem. All right, so we have another caller on the line. I believe we have another call on the line. Hi, good day.
Hello, good afternoon. Good
Hi.
morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm contacting you because I have a problem with my landline for the past 2.5 years with mobile. I have no service for the past 2.5 years because of the copper. You know, the copper, they have copper lines.
Yeah.
And I think they're changing it. So,
and how long you've been without service?
I notified them since in July, and they keep telling me they're going to send someone a technician to repair because they find that the wireless, they're going to get me the wireless. So I said, okay. And each week I keep call them on, let's see, August the 5th, and I spoke to one of their reps, and she gave me information that someone will be coming. The service can be installed. No one came. Then I called back on the 12th, and the same issue. Then I called back on the 18th, and the girl said, okay, I'll call you back Monday to confirm that the technician will be there. So far, nobody notified me, nobody came, and they've been taking out money from my account.
So that is what I was going to ask. If you're being billed as...
they're charging me. Yes.
What exactly are they charging you for?
For my landline.
Oh, I know it's for your landline, but you don't have that service. You're unable to enjoy that service. So why are they charging you?
I have no service. I have no service. Period.
And this is 2 months.
This is over 2.5 years they've been, yes.
Wait, years you're saying?
They told me there's a query going on, so they will reinstate, you know, like put back my money into, but I haven't heard. Every time I call them, they say, oh, the query is going on. When I first called, they said, it's 14 days. It's over 2 months now, and nobody notified me.
Wow, well, I would reach out to them. I need to get some more information. I know you texted me, you WhatsApped me, so just send me your full name as well as if you have the account number, so I can reach out to TSTT themselves and try to figure out what exactly is going on. Bmobile.
I'll send you all the information.
No problem. All righty.
Okay, thank you so very much. I appreciate
your help. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye.
You as well. Wow. I have sometimes the kinds of things people are facing, it's just it's really heartbreaking. I mean, this person she's being billed as normal for a service that she's unable to enjoy. And this is not the first time we've highlighted something similar to this type of situation. But I believe we have another call on the line. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I am doing well. So tell me, how can I help? What is the problem that you're having?
Okay, so it's about 7 years now. This is in Digicel, River State. We have a leak in the road. It's directly in front of two houses. And, well, we've made numerous reports to WhatsApp. I even got a reference number, and I got that number in 2017. They came once. They said it had no water on the line. They'll come back. Nobody never came. The hole got bigger. The young fellas in the street, they throw stones and so on and pull it up. So they keep pulling it up so it wouldn't damage no set of cars.
Yes.
But up to now, anytime you want to know if it has water on the line, just look in the road. You will see it running.
When was the last time you tried reaching out to WASA?
I can't tell you the exact
Just an average.
date or time.
It doesn't need to be.
Well, actually, the time could be about a year ago. We get fed up.
Well,
The
obviously.
representative for our area even came once. We told them about it. He told us, if they contact me, that would have been seen about still nothing.
This is who, your counselor?
No, MP.
Your MP, okay. Who's the MP
Yes,
for that area?
Mr. Imbus.
All right, okay, well, I'll try to reach out to WASA, but something going on 7 years, a leak 7 years?
Yes, because
But tell me, when
they leak higher up in the street by in front of another neighbor's house. We even called about that. We sent videos. They came, they fixed that one. They still didn't fix the one lower down.
Why?
Anytime water in the line, you must know your feet running in the road.
Right. And when did they come to have that other leak fixed?
I can't give you the exact date and time neither.
It's so long ago.
Yes. And they just said it had no water on the line, so they can't do anything. And they never came back.
They never came back. This is since 2017. All right. So I
And
would.
it's underground, so it's coming up. Yes, it's underground, so it's coming up, so it's mashing up the road. So the young boys, they just keep throwing stones in it to kind of, fix I shouldn't say fix, but to help with the cars that pass in.
Does it affect your supply of water at all?
Well, I will say so because sometimes water comes on the line and most of the people in the street, they wouldn't even know, they wouldn't get water. They would see water running there, but they wouldn't get water in the line. My house is the lowest one in the street, so
Okay.
I will get.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, so you have a leak 7 years now affecting residents in this area. Some people don't get water in their lines when it has water running in the pipeline, and nobody's doing anything to fix it. I will reach out to WASA, hopefully. I hope that they come and do something to have this matter rectified. But thanks so much for reaching out to us. What I would do is, I know you indicated that you have photos or videos.
Well, I don't know if it's still on the phone we had that we sent to them because you have to clear up your phone every so often.
Yeah, I got you. Well,
Yeah.
if you could ever get any, there's no stress, but if you can, you could WhatsApp it to me.
Okay, as soon as water comes again, I will WhatsApp you the picture.
No problem. I appreciate it. All right, so you
Okay.
take care.
It's in Pelican Walk.
It's on?
Pelican Walk, River Estate.
Pelican Walk. All right, no problem. All right, so you take
Thank
care.
you so much.
You're most welcome. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, it's time for us to go to a short break. When we come back, we continue to take those calls from you. The numbers that you can reach us at are listed on the screen: 628-4578 and 623-9376. We'll be right back.
Multiple sclerosis is a chronic inflammatory condition affecting the central nervous system.
Being with someone who has MS, you have to have a lot of patience. You have to have a lot of faith.
It's difficult to diagnose until I was even in Mount Hope Hospital for about 3 weeks.
See, I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden it'll feel like somebody trying to pound some needles or a nail on their foot. And that is so painful.
Unfortunately, there is no cure for MS at this point in time.
MS creeps upon you. So I had one attack, and by 4 years after that, I had the second attack, and then they said yes to MS.
Hazel?
Parents need to know what they're signing up the children for.
Mommy, Daddy, I just wanted to ask. God, is that you?
You want to do what?
Welcome back to Madam Fix It. Again, let me remind you of those numbers you can reach us at 628-4578 and 623-9376. WASA is advising of several disruptions in several different areas, Carenage to Glencoe and environs. That is happening today, as well as they're advising of there are certain plants impacted by heavy rainfall in Tobago. So the facility location is at Hillsborough West and Highlands Road. They are doing some works in that area, clearing of clogged intakes and screens in progress toward returning the plants to operation. So that's the update with regards to that, as well as they indicated that it may take some time for the supply of water to normalize, as well as they are advising of the leak in St. James. They said that they are tending to that leak in St. James. That is in the vicinity of Quartz Store. Now, I believe we have some photos of that, a sinkhole that appeared yesterday evening. I believe they started works on it yesterday evening, so they are expected to complete it. I'm not sure if it has been completed as yet, as at their last advisory, it's that it's supposed to be completed today. They're saying that customers that may be in this area that were affected by that includes several areas. They said it may take up to 24 hours for that water supply to be normalized. Several parts of the country, persons have been complaining of no water. In several areas, they've been experiencing no water, as you know, certain persons that would have reached out to us here on the show. I believe in Rio Claro, they're saying they have no water in that area, certain parts of Mayaro, South Trinidad, as well as Freeport, yeah, without water. I'm not sure, some of these areas, I can tell it's due to these advisories, some of the works that they're doing. However, some of the other areas, I'm not sure what's going on in Sangre Grande as well without water. Let's let's see, I'm trying to see all the other areas that I was out, but if you're in an area that is experiencing problems with water, you can feel free to WhatsApp us. We'll try to reach out to WASA, try to get some updates to figure out what exactly is going on. That number is 3669376. Please don't call that WhatsApp number during the course of the show. We will not be able to take calls on that number, but as always, I need to remind those of you that have been sending texts, you can feel free to send us videos and photos of whatever issues you're facing. It will help us to be able to highlight it here on the show, as well as I'm able to forward them to the relevant agencies so that they could look into these issues for you guys. Service disruption as well, water disruption in several parts of central Trinidad. Carlson Field Water Treatment Plant. That is today. It's supposed to, they're supposed to complete works there at 4 p.m. today. So if you're in any one of these areas, it's supposed to be up on the screen there for you. Carlson Field, Proper, Thompson Road, Cashew Garden, Susuland, Success Trace, to name a few, Mission Road, Freeport. We just saw someone indicating that they have been having problems in the Freeport area. So probably this is the reason why you're having problems. Arena Road, Ciudas Road Junction, all of these areas are in Freeport. So if you're in Freeport, like that person indicated to us, they've been having some problems. Hopefully your normalized supply of water returns soon. They're advising, however, it may take up to 24 hours. All of the works may be completed at 4 p.m. today. So that's the updates I have for you from WASA. We're going to go to another short break. When we come back, you can continue to call us. Those numbers are listed on the screen for you there, 628-4578 and 623-9376. We'll be right back.
FanZone, your reliable, authentic supplier, has just gotten better. You can now visit our website www.fanzonett.com for your authentic wear and collectibles. The only place where you can use both your Visa debit and credit cards. Visit our website fanzonett.com to make your purchase today.
Is it politics? What is it? Is it that nobody cares about sports?
The kind of support that sport used to get in the past is no longer here.
The thing is, taking a knee doesn't mean that that's the only thing you're doing on it.
Right.
Taking a knee along with other stuff.
Samantha, what are you looking forward to when you return home to Trinidad and Tobago after winning the title?
Thank you very much for speaking it into existence.
Is it no pressure on Nicholas Paul?
It makes me more motivated to work hard and to go out there and rep the red, white and black.
Why are we sending a team to the Winter Olympics?
There are a number of Trinbagonians who are in the diaspora and have grown up in winter sport. It's an opportunity that the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee will not close the door on.
I also believe in the players that we have. Once you can motivate the players, you can get the best out of them.
Welcome back to Madam Fix It. Again, those numbers you can reach us at are listed on the screen, 628-4578 and 623-9376. I have some updates for you really quick before we wrap up the show. Road traffic disruptions. I'm reminding you that there's a temporary road traffic disruption in the Golconda area. That's the connector road from Piedmont Boulevard heading in a westerly direction to the intersection of Golconda Connector Road and Piedmont Boulevard traffic lights, San Fernando. This disruption will take place from the 18th of this month, which is a couple days ago, and will finish on September 8th. So that's Tuesday, September 8th. The hours of work is 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. It shouldn't cause much of a problem to those of you, in terms of using that specific road. Another road work advisory, North Coast Road, Paria Main Road. This is in the intersection of Blanchisseuse and North Coast Road to Blanchisseuse Spring Bridge. The disruption will take place from this past Monday to Saturday, 24th September. This has become necessary to facilitate road rehabilitation and the patching works in that specific area. They didn't indicate the time of day that they will be working, so just be very cautious if you're using this specific route. Be aware of that, as well as I'm just reminding you guys that the closure of the pedestrian crossings along Wrightson Road, Port of Spain, that it was effective the 20th of August. I'm still letting you guys know it was a couple of days ago it came into effect, but I'm reminding you. This is the crossings located at Dock Road, Port of Spain, at the intersection of Wigwag Lights between London Street and Dock Road, Port of Spain. So please be advised and guided accordingly with regards to that, as well as we have some missing persons advisory from the TTPS. They're advising of some missing persons. Renaco Figueroa, 33 years old, of Robinson Lane, Quaco, was last seen on the 16th. If you have any information, please call the Sangre Grande Police Station at 668-2444. Zariah McIntosh, 13 years old, of Freedom Street, Pinto Road, Arima, last seen on the 17th. If you have any information, call the Pinto Police Post at 667-5217. Amaya McKnight, 17 years old, of St. Jude's Home for Girls, Belmont, last seen on the 18th. If you have any information, call the Shogunas Police Station at 665-5271. Malachi Bishop, 17, of Coutray Success Village, Laventer, last seen on the 16th. If you have any information, call the Besson Street Police Station at 623-1395. As well as Sumentra Ramkisoon, 75 years old, of Malik, was last seen on the 17th. If you have any information, call the Carenage Police Station at 637-3123. And Adaya Jones, 17 years old, of St. Jude's Home for Girls, Belmont, was last seen on the 18th as well. If you have any information, call the Shogunas Police Station at 665-5271. Really quickly before we wrap up the show, TNSEC, they have advised of their planned maintenance work in several areas today in Scarborough, Libertyville, and Manzanilla, as well as tomorrow in several areas as well: Wallerfield, O'Mara, Cunupia, Roxborough, Kendall, New Grant, Princestown, several parts of Princestown and New Grant, it would seem, as well as Rio Claro. And on Friday, South Trinidad, Pinal, Duncan Village, Libertyville, and East Valencia and Wallerfield. You can find these details and the times affected on their website as well as their social media. But that's how I wrap up today's show. Don't forget you can stay connected with us via that WhatsApp number 366-9376. I'll see you guys on Friday. Until then, take care.
WESN. Here is your WESN News on the Hour. I am Marky Sakers. Thanks for joining us. Here are the headlines. Prime Minister announced fiscal year of 2023 budget. National Security Minister notes that the Forensic Science Center is more efficient. Top cop blamed parents for neglection. Temporary traffic disruption in downtown Port-au-Spain today. Now for the details. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has announced that the financial budget of the fiscal year 2023 would commence on September 2nd. The Prime Minister said that he would leave for Switzerland on the afternoon of said date to discuss energy matters, including talks with Proman, Shell and BP.
The Minister of Finance, as we promised you, will make a presentation on the 2nd of September about your financial situation, all in the effort to educate the people of this country so that you cannot be taken advantage of. On the morning of the 2nd, the Minister of Finance will do that, and I leave here in the afternoon of the 2nd of September on another one of my trips on the business of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I go to Switzerland to talk to and to encourage and to conclude business with Proman, the largest producer of methanol in Trinidad and Tobago. And from there, the negotiations with Shell and BP are coming to an end. I meet with Shell and I meet with BP and I come back to Trinidad and Tobago, I think, on the 10th.
However, Dr. Keith Rowley announced that in the upcoming budget, he is going to instruct the Ministry of Finance to make a separate payment to every member who works in the Ministry of Health.
In the budget coming up, I'm going to instruct the Ministry of Finance to make a separate and special payment to every member who works in the Ministry of Health.
Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines said that they have made the pathology unit at the Forensic Science Center more efficient. He noted that they are currently in the process of hiring another pathologist and have employed more attendants at the mortuary. He was speaking at the PNM public meeting in Belmont last night.
Because we hired another one, we have 3 pathologists. Recently, one retired and we are in the process of getting another one very quickly so that they could do the post-mortems and get these things going far more quickly. We improved the number of mortuary attendants, the people who assist the pathologists in doing their work. So now we have 7 of them on the job.
Top cop and acting commissioner of police, McDonald Jacob, gave a statistical figure between 2021 and 2022 of which young men have been killed by gun violence. Jacob blamed the parents for having young men turning to gangs. He also added that they neglected their children's needs.
In 2021, 210 of our young men died by this means. And already in 2022, 150 young men between the ages of 16 and 34 have died by the barrel of the gun. In 2022, that is this year, 600 of these young men are already charged for possession of firearms and ammunition and firearm-related offenses. And for last year, 2021, 900.
Meanwhile, Minister of Social Development and Family Services, Donna Cox, weighed in on the issue, noting that children find themselves under pressure from many avenues.
Sincerely believe that part of redirecting our children's behavior lies in resetting our parental GPS system, which is the primary objective of these parenting workshops.
There would be temporary traffic restrictions today to facilitate the Pan and Powder Steel Band Parade, which will be held in downtown Port-au-Spain. The restrictions will take effect from 12 noon to 11 p.m. Motorists and other road users are advised that traffic will be restricted in the following area: Knox Street between Pembroke Street and Frederick Street from 12 noon to 8 p.m. From 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., the following streets are restricted: Pembroke Street to Frederick Street to Keith Street, Keith Street from Pembroke Street to Frederick Street, Frederick northwards from Keith Street to the Queen's Park, Savannah. Well, that's news to the hour on WESN. I am Marky Sakers. Thanks for watching.
WESN.
Hazel?
Parents need to know what they're signing up the children for.
Mommy, Daddy, I just wanted to ask. God, is that you?
You want to do what?
Multiple sclerosis is a chronic inflammatory condition affecting the central nervous system.
Being with someone who has MS, you have to have a lot of patience. You have to have a lot of faith.
It's difficult to diagnose until I was even in Mount Hope Hospital for about 3 weeks.
See, I'm sitting here, all of a sudden it'll feel like somebody trying to pound some needles or a nail on their foot. That is so painful.
Unfortunately, there is no cure for MS at this point in time.
MS creeps upon you. So I had one attack, and by 4 years after that, I had the second attack, and then they said yes to MS.
The Mary Immaculate Prayer Group and Friends presents its prayer breakfast on August 31st in aid of Monsignor Christian Pereira. The prayer breakfast begins from 9 a.m. at the Cathedral of Immaculate Conception. Cost is only $200. Come support the Cup of Gratitude in aid of Monsignor Pereira, August 31st.
Tickets are available at the parish office of the Cathedral of Immaculate Conception and the parish of Our Lady of Perpetual Help.
Let your voice be heard. Call Madam Fix-It on WESN, the only place that effectively helps you with your woes. Having problems getting onto government agencies, water woes, NIS and pension problems, potholes, and much, much more. Call me, Madam Fix-It, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here on WESN. Let me fix it for you.
I'm Andy Johnson, and you're watching WESN, the content capital. The issue, the continued rise in the price of flour and its impact on the cost of living in Trinidad and Tobago. How should we go about it? I want to ask you what has been revealed to you about the state of vulnerability in the country because of this exercise and because of what we're going through. Is the government losing the war on the vaccine front?
The discussion should revolve around the common good for the greatest number of people in Trinidad and Tobago.
How do we inculcate a sense of respect and regard for people who may not be of your own political ilk or persuasion?
The communities are now being used by political opportunists. So
when the tables are turned, it's the same way. Okay, this has been 10 questions. I'm Andy Johnson, and we'll see you next time.
Join me, Sule A. Joseph, as I delve into the day-to-day psychological issues plaguing our society. We will discuss behaviors that encompass the biological influences, social pressures, and environmental factors that affect how you think, act, and feel. Sight, Thursdays at 11:30 a.m., only on WESN, Content Capital.
I'm joined on set today with Dr. Chelsea Garcia. She's a palliative specialist as well as internal medicine doctor as well as hospice care.
Palliative is for anyone with serious illness, whereas hospice is for someone that may die in the next 6 months. Now, unfortunately, because people confuse the word palliative with hospice, we see a lot of patients presenting late in the course of their illness.
So the first part about holding out the stick is knowing how to hold it. You're only allowed to play with the flat side of the stick. So the ball is not allowed to hit the back of your stick whatsoever.
What's up, Doc? Tuesdays and Thursdays here on WESN, Content Capital.
I am Rondell Donowa, and you are watching WESN, the content capital.
People really want to know, what about me? Where do I fit?
Yes.
What is in the ride for me in terms of a better Trinidad and Tobago? And I'm pleased to shed some light on that.
The purpose of bail is to ensure your attendance at court. That's it. It is not punitive. It is not rehabilitative.
We, the police officers, we are professional, and we are here for whenever the survivor is ready to come forward.
We have the right to private and family life, the right to religious freedoms and beliefs and thoughts and expression. But these rights are not absolute. Certain rights can be limited.
The law is to govern the whole. It's for all of us in public.
I am Kemuel Pascal, and we are WESN, Content Capital.
With society plagued by a host of issues, with debates surrounding our urgent concerns falling short, with questions of our future not always being answered,
The conversation continues. Join me, Kemuel Pascal, as the voice of the youth comes to life. We will confront the controversial topics of today's world to gain answers that are key for a better tomorrow. One and One with me, Kemuel Pascal. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Only on WESN, Content Capital.
I am Mahi Sekas, and you are watching WESN, the Content Capital.
AM Prime on WESN, the only place from 6 to 7:30 a.m. where you can get the most analytical and thorough interviews and regional reports.
The Barbados Labour Party, led by the Prime Minister Mia Amor-Motley, once again able to achieve a clean sweep in yesterday's general election.
I think a lot of people have underestimated the power of Tobago nationalism.
The government is afraid to say it. I, Martin George, I am saying it this morning on your show, Andy. There will be no carnival before Ash Wednesday.
Grab a cup of coffee and start your day right watching AM Prime with Andy Johnson weekdays from 6 a.m. Only on your content capital, WESN.
I am Denise St. Clair, and we are WESN, the content capital.
What's the best way to grab the attention of viewers?
Please exercise more patience. You have to be kidding me.
Doing what we do best. I'll say at the very least it's a conspiracy of laziness against the people.
Join me, Keaton Shaw.
And me, Sean Michael Small, for Talking Point.
Weekdays from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
We go in depth on the trending issues and engage the most controversial newsmakers
as we get them to account to the people for their actions.
You can't go to the government with nothing. You can't go to cabinet with an empty hand, with a wish.
I'm glad that we're having this a sober, mature discussion.
In the present situation, I expect a continuation of the chaos.
Join us for the discussion, Mondays to Fridays,
only on WESN,
the Content Capital.
I'm Andre L. Batiste, and you're watching WESN, the Content Capital. Is it politics? What is it? Is it that nobody cares about sports?
The kind of support that sport used to get in the past is no longer here.
The thing is, taking a knee doesn't mean that that's the only thing you're doing now, Andy.
Right.
Taking a knee along with other stuff.
Samantha, what are you looking forward to when you return home to Trinidad and Tobago after winning the title?
Thank you very much for speaking it into existence.
Is there no pressure on Nicholas Paul?
It makes me more motivated to work hard and to go out there and rep the white and black.
Why are we sending a team to the Winter Olympics?
There are a number of Trinbagonians who are in the diaspora and have grown up in winter sport. It's an opportunity that the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee will not close the door on.
I also believe in the players that we have. Once you can motivate the players, you can get the best out of them.
We are WESN, the premier platform for Caribbean content.
WESN, covering West, East, South, and North. WESN, We Entertainment, Sports, and News. WESN, available on Greendot 7, Amplia 118, Airlink 17, Bmobile 107, Digicel 21, ICNTT 105, and Flow 110. Connect with us at WESNCC or stream online at www.wesncc.com. WESN, your premier platform for Caribbean content.
We don't know how long we are staying here. But like the rest of the 20,000 other Rohingyas, we have learned to live here. We will follow all the instructions issued by the government. We are refugees here, and Bangladesh has the power to relocate us wherever it wishes to.
Munir tells us that he prefers to live here than live in the camps in the south of Bangladesh.
There was a group of gangsters. When we were not able to pay them, they thrashed us. We were fed up with it, so we moved here.
Situated near the border with Myanmar, Cox's Bazar is now home to the largest refugee camp in the world. Here, over 1 million refugees are crammed in an area of 32 square kilometers. Authorities are now trying to unclog the settlement where living conditions have become dangerous. Growing clashes among drug gangs have made refugees more vulnerable.
Killed in clashes between two groups of Rohingyas.
Residents here have also been victims of severe floods and deadly fires in the past few years. In 2021 alone, 151 fires were reported. Just 3 days before we visited the camp, a massive blaze left 3,000 families homeless. 2 children were charred to death, including the eldest son of Shamshida and Mohammed. A psychologist is assisting the family deal with their loss.
Can you go to the cemetery tonight? If you show her the tomb of your son, it will help her to recover from the grief, and she may be able to eat again. It took her back to the harrowing experience she faced, like the burning down of villages in Myanmar. This new trauma has reopened her old wounds. That's why she's gone insane.
The day the fire ripped through the camp, the family had gone to get some food. In a panic, their son Ayas ran into the house and got trapped in the raging flames.
He was 4 years old. This is the only photo we could save. We lost everything, all our money and our belongings, but my biggest loss isn't money, but my son. I will never see him again. I want the government to repatriate us. If they don't, we will illegally return, but we will not stay in this hell.
A hell that young Rohingyas are trying to escape using their words as weapons. Noor Shahida and Hairu belong to a group of young poets who share their politically charged poetry on social media in the Rohingya and Burmese languages, as well as in English they learnt at the camp.
Whenever I feel unwell, then I take a blank paper and I take a pen. Then I start writing poems by thinking, what did I suffer? What do I need to do in future? What will be my children's future?
His poems talk of the persecution the Rohingyas have faced.
I struggle to express. The situation made me silent, yearning to assert the world, remaining alive inside.
The misery of refugee camps is also evident.
Huddling like prisoners in cell, killing anxiety and fear in my kind from homeland, while dwelling in this turbulent shelter. In this overcrowded refugee camp, for a while, no proper pathway, no route. For fresh air, no space to breathe.
I have no expectation because I have no future. My future is totally melted. It's like a candle, it melted. When I migrated from Myanmar to Bangladesh.
In Bhasan Char, despite the hardships, Munir is trying to rebuild his life step by step. With his last savings, he bought this tricycle that he uses as a delivery cart. Thanks to this cart, that he can earn up to €5 a day.
At the moment, there is no work. That's why a lot of refugees don't want to come here.
Munir and all the other 23,000 refugees can move freely here on the island. But to travel out of the island, they need a special permit. Their livelihood mostly depends on food distributions by NGOs and the government, while some have been given small plots of land for farming. Public infrastructure hardly exists here. There are a few NGO-run clinics, and this is the only government hospital here. So a question arises. Could Bhasan Char turn into a prison island completely isolating the Rohingyas? The officer in charge denies it.
Of course it's better here.